Have you ever felt like a curse was following you? Something passed down through generations? For Diana, this feeling was all too real. Her family was haunted, not by ghosts in the traditional sense, but by something far more sinister, a legacy of medical abuse and eugenics. It all started with a chilling tale from her grandmother, a story of a bruja-esque curse that seemed to explain the sickness and suffering that plagued the women in their family. But Diana knew there had to be more to it. As a young woman, Diana and her partner, Mark, were deeply in love, dreaming of starting a family, but that dream quickly turned into a nightmare. After a routine checkup, a doctor delivered devastating news. Diana had a rare condition that would make it nearly impossible for her to have children. He recommended an immediate, invasive procedure. The news was crushing, and it felt like the old family curse had finally found her. Mark was supportive, but a seed of doubt was planted in Diana's mind. The doctor's advice felt too quick, too final. This doubt sent her on a desperate search for answers. She started digging into her family's medical history, poring over old documents and records. What she found was horrifying. It wasn't a witch's curse that haunted her family. It was a systematic pattern of medical malpractice targeting Latina women in her community for decades. Generations of women, including her own mother and grandmother, had been subjected to unnecessary procedures, misdiagnoses, and forced sterilizations, all under the guise of public health. The doctor who had given her the grim diagnosis, he was part of the same network, continuing a dark legacy of eugenics. The so-called bruja's curse was a cover story, a way for the community to make sense of the inexplicable suffering inflicted upon them by a prejudiced system. The ghosts haunting her family weren't supernatural spirits. They were the silenced voices of women who had been wronged, their bodies and choices stolen from them. Armed with this terrifying truth, Diana knew she couldn't stay silent. She and Mark became activists, gathering evidence and connecting with other families who had suffered the same fate. They faced threats and intimidation from the powerful medical establishment that wanted to keep its secrets buried. It was a lonely and frightening battle. People in her own community were hesitant to believe her, clinging to the familiar story of the curse rather than confronting the ugly reality of systemic abuse. But Diana persevered. Her fight wasn't just for herself anymore. It was for her mother, her grandmother, and every woman whose story had been erased. She organized community meetings, shared her findings with journalists, and launched a legal battle against the hospital and the doctors involved. Slowly, the tide began to turn. Other women came forward, their own stories adding to a growing mountain of evidence. The curse was finally being exposed for what it was, a crime. Her story shows us the importance of questioning authority and fighting for the truth, no matter how deeply it's been buried. If you found this story moving, please like, share, and subscribe.